Harding. Welcome to my blog.stampwithelaine.com and welcome to this Wednesday's project. There's so much to choose from in the new autumn-winter catalogue. It's hard to know which I should showcase first. So I thought I'd look at the Hearts Come Home bundle on page 39 because I feel this set can extend beyond the Christmas season. The stamp set is called Hearts Come Home and the coordinating dies are called Hometown Greetings Edgelets. I will be revisiting this set with a Christmas themed project in my 12-week Countdown to Christmas series, which will be starting on September 20th each Wednesday for 12 weeks, and it will finish on 6th December. This edgelet set has 3 4.5-inch width dies, one with a downhill slope, one that is more or less straight, and one that has an uphill slope. These all measure 4.5 inches across. In centimetres, that's 11.4 centimetres. There is one with the house silhouette, which is only 2 inches across, and that measures in centimetre 5 centimetres. And one with a star aperture cutout, plus a tag topper one with a little heart for the hole for the ribbon or baker's twine to go through. When they're die cut, if you want to layer them, you will have to cut them at 3 different heights. So, for example, this is how it would look. This is the 2-inch one, which you can put on a bag of sweets or a cello bag for gift packaging. I also experimented with die cutting it lengthways so that the die doesn't actually cut through right through the cardstock. And then if you want to fold it, it's easy to do it with the church one because that's more or less straight. And then you can stand the card up like that, bearing in mind that the height of that from the church spire down to the bottom of your card should still fit in an C6 envelope. Then I tried it with this downward slope card and found that because the slope is coming down, I couldn't actually fold it, so I had to cut where the hill comes down, cut that off, which meant that this became a bit flappy, it wasn't joined on. So then I trimmed a bit off, and then if you want the card to stand up, you'll have to create a tab there and stick that on, and then your card will go in the envelope like this, and it will also stand up like that. I'll show you what I mean here. So that folds up, that's going down, so you need to cut that off. Okay, then cut it where the die ends, which is there. And then you need to fold that down and then fold the flap in so that you can stick it to the front of the card, and then you'll be able to stand it up. With an intricate die such as these, you need to work with the precision base plate. So you need your magnetic platform as normal, your precision plate, and I found it best to use some wax paper underneath. Place a piece of wax paper on, and your cardstock. Let's put it round this way so that it's straight, followed by the die. Now when you're cutting with a die so that it's straight, you need to line up the roof line so that it's parallel to the top of your card. So that should be straight there. Now this isn't wide enough, so I'll do it landscape to show you. Okay, then you don't need your base plate, you just need your top cutting plate, and then you're ready to run it through the Big Shot. Just a word of caution, when you're working with the base plate, even if you flip your cutting plate to run through this way, and then the next time you run it through you flip it over to share the wear on the other side, with continued use it will make your cutting plate bow. It's one of those things, can't be helped. I found that working with wax paper on intricate dies like this makes it a lot easier to get those little bits out from the die. Now I tried tumble dryer sheets and they weren't very satisfactory because actually it left a residue on my cardstock. I think there's some sort of chemical or something in the dryer sheets, and it just transferred onto the cardstock and left this mottled look. Not good. And just to show you, there's the little label. I just cut a 2-inch strip of card. It can be any length you want, and then you just put the scallop die on top and it will cut out that lovely detail for you. Stamp set and dies needn't be just to create a winter scene or for Christmas. This one is a wedding card, so this is what we're going to be making today. The card base is cut 8 inches by 5 7/8 inches, and with the long side on top it's been scored at 4 inches. In centimetres, that's 14.9 centimetres by 20.3 centimetres. With the long side on top you score at 10.2 centimetres. I'm going to be using this champagne foil, and I wanted to just put the silver, the gold and this new champagne foil so you can see it. It's sort of got the champagne one, if you hold it to the light, sort of got a slight pinkish type glow. Absolutely stunning. I've cut this champagne foil at 3 3/4 inches by 5 1/2 inches. In centimetres, that's 9.5 by 14 centimetres. I tried to apply adhesive on this after I die cut it, and then I hit upon the idea that it would be far easier to use these multi-purpose self-adhesive sheets, which you can find in the annual catalogue on page 203, I think it is. But don't worry, I'll put all the supplies below this video when I finish. Sahara Sand Ink, Flourishing Phrases stamp set. This is a 2-box stamp set, and I'm going to be using Congratulations and Marriage is a Journey. You also need some clear blocks to mount your stamps on. I'm using blocks H, D and E. On my prototype I made the mistake of die cutting the church edgelet just on its own, and then when I applied adhesive to the back, when you're working with any foil, the finger marks show terribly on the foil bits if you get the slightest bit of glue on it, and it's very difficult to get off. Now I used fast fuse because I didn't want it to move, and I used it with a silicone mat, and it's still marked. So it's best to use multi-purpose adhesive sheet, double-sided tape really, but in a sheet form rather than in a tape form. So just peel back, or start peeling back, and you don't want to peel it all off yet, so put your cardstock on top, and then just peel the protective sheet off, and then snip off what you don't need. That bit can come off, but already done it for this sheet here, which is the same size as a card front. And of course you need your big shot, the magnetic platform and a precision plate. So don't forget your wax paper, followed by the cardstock and the die. So I want to make sure that the roof is parallel to the top edge of the card. Put my top cutting plate on, and I'm now ready to run it through the big shot. So I'll do that off camera and I'll be back. The die brush to release the die. Bring in my card front, peel off the backing sheet, then pop it on the card, take my stamp with the flourish, ink it up in Sahara sand. It's only 1 ink pad. Stamp the sentiment, marriage is a journey. And stamp congratulations on the front in Sahara sand. Make sure it's the right way up. And I thought I'd add some sheer ribbon just to finish it off. There you have it. Which do you prefer? The one with the whisper white or the one in very vanilla? This one has a bow, but I didn't have any very vanilla ribbon to match that. My anything but Christmas card from the Autumn Winter catalogue. I hope you've enjoyed today's tutorial. If you like it, do give me a thumbs up or subscribe or share on Facebook, and my grateful thanks if you do. If you're watching from YouTube, you'll find the list of supplies I used below this video in the Show More section, with direct links to my online store. They'll also be listed on my blog here at blog.stampwithelaine.com. You can also find me on Facebook, Pinterest or Instagram. Thanks for visiting today, and I'll be back soon.